We are about to cross the longest suspension bridge in the world in British Columbia outside of Vancouver, Canada. This bridge is 137 meters long, and I'm like shaking because this is terrifying. We are Nick and Sam, and we have been traveling the world since the beginning of 2023, bringing you along with us. We have spent the last 4 days in Vancouver exploring all over this amazing city, eating all of the delicious food, and crossing the Capilano Suspension Bridge here in Vancouver, British Columbia. This is Vancouver's best attraction, according to like so many different articles, and I can see why.
Good evening and welcome to our third full day here in Canada, and today we are going to British Columbia's best attraction. Today we are at the Capilano Suspension Bridge, and it is the longest suspension bridge in the world. And also, we're doing this with the dog today. Dogs are welcome here as long as they're good and on leashes, which is what the website said.
It's 1 and 2. You're all good to go.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
But the reason we're here at 5 p.m. tonight is because if you buy tickets online and you come at 5 p.m., they are 30% cheaper. And we just found out the reason it's cheaper is because they close at 7 p.m., so you have 2 hours. But the basic layout is you cross the main bridge, and then there's a whole area to explore. And some of them look kind of sketchy, but luckily they're like fenced in, so coming here with the dog should not be that big of a deal. He's a nervous Nelly, so I guess we're just gonna figure this out. Are you ready for this?
Are you excited?
Are you ready for this?
You're excited. This is way harder than I was expecting. Okay, this bridge is 137 meters long, and it was built in 1889. Okay, bye, buddy. Look at this bridge. It's really beautiful, but oh, how are you guys doing back there?
He's kind of questioning what's happening.
Oh my God, this bridge is so wobbly. My feet are sweating really, really bad. Who on earth is jumping behind me?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot shakier than I thought it was. And there's a lot of people on this bridge right now. Like, we're in the center right now, and like someone's jumping and shaking, and it's kind of freaking everyone out. And it's freaking the goose out for sure.
You're okay, buddy.
Okay, bud.
Come here. Oh, buddy. Buddy, hi. Hi, my buddy. Hi, my buddy. How's it going? I know, buddy. Come on, you're scared. Come here. Goose, come here. Come here. I know. You're so scared. Oh. I actually think it's harder at the either end of the bridge more than in the middle of the bridge. Oh my gosh, my heart is going fast. You're such a good boy. How'd it go?
My legs are a little wobbly after that.
Woo.
I'm surprised they let that many people on the bridge. That was, for a minute, it felt like someone was like shaking and rocking it, but I think it's just like the imbalance of people walking on both sides. And definitely the trick of coming later for a discounted ticket, thinking that people wouldn't be here, lies. Lies. I thought we'd be one of the very few, but there's a lot of people here.
We made it across the longest suspension bridge in the world at 137 meters long. And I gotta say, that was very scary. I think it was more scary for Goose than anyone. But on the other side, there are all these really cool like wood walks, which is really amazing. And we do think if you came here at open at 8:30 a.m., it would be even better. We're gonna go along these wood walks and just look at this gorgeous nature behind us. It's so beautiful, and what a beautiful day.
But this is like so peaceful. I mean, like, just we're like out in the forest. We just learned that the river that we just walked across is called the Capilano, which is an area in North Vancouver. But these trees are gigantic and so beautiful. I'm really happy we did this. why this is Vancouver's best attraction, because there are so many people here, like tourist buses full of people, like many, which you would expect for the best attraction. But even so, it's still like really serene, beautiful. You can still find spots that don't have people. Good boy? Are you being a good boy?
So I read that the Capilano Suspension Bridge was originally built with hemp and wood. Could you imagine crossing that long of a very wobbly bridge as it is when it's like fully remodeled to handle that many people? But I did also read a really sweet story. The current owner actually started working at the suspension bridge when she was 8 years old, and she was selling ice cream at like the front, and then she loved it so much she decided to buy it many years later. So it's really, that like to me is such a cute little story. It has 130 years of history, and the whole purpose of building this bridge was so that they could share like the beautiful wealth of this amazing forest for anyone who was in this area of Vancouver. And in fact, it has been like a major tourist destination for 130 years. People used to, there's like a river down here, and people used to like take the river, boat on the river all the way to get here just so that they could come to this bridge. Maybe one of the best attractions outside of a major city that we've been to. And it's only like 15 minutes outside of the downtown. And I did see that you can have a shuttle. They offer shuttle service from the downtown to here. So cool, right?
All right, we have been walking the lower area for like an hour now, and we still have not made it to the top. So you could easily spend 4 hours here just wandering, and we didn't even go on all of like the walkway. So when you come here, you want to get your money's worth, definitely just buy the full price ticket and come earlier so you can spend at least 4 to 5 hours here.
This tree is 1,300 years old and is the tallest tree in this whole area at 270 meters, called Grandma Capilano. That's so cool! 1,300 years old for this tree.
Okay, so these bridges are not as like wiggly and loose. There's also not as many people, but these trees here are absolutely magnificent. Look how big this is. Can you see my head compared to this thing? Does that have any context? But there's a lot of these like tree bridges, so it's not just like one and done. And there's also a lot of people ahead of us, so we're kind of like stopping to let people go ahead so he can walk faster through it. He's a swimming dog, he's a bridge boy. What are you whining about? What are you whining about? Huh? And as far as like clothing and what to wear, Sam's wearing sandals. I see a bunch of people wearing sandals. You don't need like hiking shoes, just maybe tennis shoes if your like balance isn't great. But other than that, you know, it's not really a hike. Everything is very evenly paved and like pathed and built, I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna cross the bridge and go back. It is time.
Come on, buddy, come on. Let's do one more. such a good boy. He's such a good boy.
I love that this is super dog friendly, but if your dog is really nervous or is maybe older, I would probably not suggest this. Almost to the other side.
Look at his tail.
Almost to the other side, buddy.
He's so good.
And we made it in Goose. If you have good core strength and good balance, that won't be an issue. But Goose made it. We all made it.
Made it across. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Sadly, no drones. But it's kind of expected because here in Canada, you are not allowed to fly drones in any national park, and most of Canada is a national park. I guess there's a little cliff walk, but it's almost closed, so we're gonna hustle down there. Ooh, this one looks a little nerve-wracking. Can you see that? All right, I'm not gonna lie, this might be a little bit scarier than a suspension bridge because we're literally walking on a cliff. It's not wobbly like the other bridge, and we're stopped because everyone's trying to take a photo like in the middle, so there's just a line and Goose is shaking, and now we're starting to feel bad. But this is super cool. Save it for the end though.
This part is the scariest part because this is what's holding us up right now.
Do I look like I'm sweating even more? Because I'm not gonna lie, that was super nerve-wracking. I think I'm more nervous than Goose.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy that cliff walk is done. That was more of the, like, probably the most nerve-wracking of the things here, but I did really enjoy it. You just can't think too much about it. I'm out of breath because that really freaked me out. But it is 7 p.m. It is closing. We are getting kicked out of here. We absolutely loved our time at like one of the best attractions outside of Vancouver and possibly in British Columbia in general that you could possibly go to. So definitely make sure you come check out this Capilano Suspension Bridge. It is only like a 15-minute drive from Vancouver downtown, and I just cannot recommend it enough. Tomorrow we make our way from Vancouver to Jasper National Park. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us as we travel around Canada and the rest of the world. Like, comment, do all the things, and until next time, we will see you on the go.
Today we are going to be Today we are at the Capilano Suspension.
Sure. Hold on. Okay, now people are staring. Okay. Okay. The current, but I did read a really sweet story. But I did read a really cute story that the current owner, Nancy, I'm not even gonna say her name, but I did read a really cute story that...
I love trees. I love trees.
Because it truly was like such a fun experience. Such a fun experience. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm right here. And this suspension bridge is 137, I think. I might have to look that up.